And guess what? Our wedding photos are available for download today. I just took a peek and they're all amazing. Almost made me cry remembering it. You look so handsome in them.
Really? That's awesome. I can't wait to see them.
I've already downloaded a few. The one of us during our first dance came out perfectly.
Send it to me. I'm still at work, but I want to see.
Just sent it. The photographer really captured how happy we were.
Wow, you look beautiful in that shot. Your dress sparkles in the lighting.
Remember how nervous we both were before the dance? But it turned out perfect.
The dance lessons really paid off, though I was so scared I'd step on your dress.
Looking back, the wedding was so much fun.
Yeah, even my boss said it was a great ceremony.
Your speech made everyone cry. Even your dad teared up.
All that preparation time really paid off.
Remember how stressed we were the week before, checking the weather forecast every hour?
And then we got perfect weather, like it was meant to be.
We worked so hard this past year for the wedding. It was amazing. The prep was tough, but worth it.
The dieting was especially rough.
But look how good we look in the photos because of it.
Remember when we both turned down cake at your sister's birthday?
She thought we were crazy, but we stuck to our plan.
We both gave up our favorite drinks and sweets. We worked really hard, but now we don't have to hold back anymore.
Those morning runs were brutal. I can't believe we actually got up at 5 a.m.
At least we suffered together. Made it easier somehow. The wedding's over now, and so is that diet.
Hold up, it's too early to start gaining weight.
Why?
We still have our honeymoon. You don't want to look bad in your swimsuit on the beach.
I already bought new swimming trunks, though. They're a bit loose now.
That's perfect. Keep them that way for the beach photos. I mean, you can relax a little. Just keep things moderate.
But I really can't hold back on drinks anymore. I want to eat and drink whatever I want on the trip.
We worked too hard to let all go now. Think about it. We'll have photos from this trip too.
If we're going overseas, I want to try all the local delicacies.
Fine, but let's at least maintain it until after the trip. Then we can relax more.
You're as strict as my personal trainer used to be.
Someone has to keep us on track, but I promise we can enjoy ourselves on the trip. Where should we go for our honeymoon? We only decided it would be somewhere with beaches, right?
Yeah, I've been looking at some beach destinations online.
Any favorites so far?
I'd like to go to the Mediterranean.
Mediterranean? How about Spain? We could do both beach time and sightseeing there.
I don't know much about overseas travel. Is it nice there?
Spain has amazing coastal cities. Barcelona has both beaches and culture.
I've heard Barcelona's name before. What's it like?
It has lots of World Heritage sites and famous resorts. I love the food there too. I think it'll suit your taste pretty well.
Tell me more about the food.
They have amazing seafood paella, tapas, and fresh fruits. The restaurants stay open really late too.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Plus, the beaches are gorgeous. White sand and clear water.
That would make for great photos.
We should go for about a week, right? Let's aim for when work is less busy.
Would your agency be okay with you taking time off?
I've got plenty of vacation days saved up.
July would be the least busy time for me.
Really? Your company's okay with summer vacation?
Yeah, most people take time off in August instead.
That would work for me too. It'll be crowded in summer, but we can't help that.
It's gonna be crowded?
Yeah, pretty crowded, but that's true for any resort in summer.
Will we still be able to enjoy ourselves?
Of course, we'll just need to book things in advance.
Are there package tours available? I'm not used to overseas travel, so I'd feel safer with a tour.
Let me check what packages we have available for July. Sure, let's do a tour then. I'll book it through my workplace. We get an employee discount.
You're amazing at planning all this.
It's literally my job. I do this every day.
Perfect! We're lucky you work at a travel agency.
I can get us good rates on hotels too.
That's great. We can save money for shopping instead.
I know, right? We should book early since it'll be crowded and hotels might fill up.
Oh, make the reservation for 3 people. I'll leave all the hotel arrangements to you.
What? 3, not 2?
Yeah, 3.
This is our honeymoon. Why 3?
Mom wants to come too.
What? Your mother?
She's never traveled overseas before.
But this is our honeymoon, not a family vacation.
She says she's never been abroad before. She thinks this would be a good opportunity.
No way are we taking her. Does your mom even understand what a honeymoon is? And what are you thinking agreeing to bring her?
She brought it up during dinner last night.
And you just said yes?
Well, Mom told me to take her. I can't say no to her.
Why not? It's completely wrong for a parent to come on a honeymoon.
She really wants to see Europe.
There are other times she could go. This is our trip.
Even when I know Mom is wrong, I can't go against her.
How can I, as your wife, possibly complain about this? It's your mother.
Then just accept it. Mom's stubborn and won't back down. Just make the reservations already. If it's high season, the hotels will fill up fast.
I can't believe you're doing this to our honeymoon.
It won't be that bad. She'll give us space.
I was so looking forward to this trip. Why is this happening?
We can still have fun together.
With your mother there, really.
She just wants to experience travel with us.
This isn't what I imagined for our first trip as a married couple. Hey, how long are you going to be out? It's early tomorrow. Also, have you packed for the trip? Your suitcase is still in the closet.
I'll be home in a bit, just finishing up some things.
The suitcase hasn't moved since the morning.
Are you all packed?
Pretty much done. I did it ahead of time.
You're always so organized.
One of us has to be. Your suitcase is still empty.
Then could you pack for me too?
Why should I? Do it yourself.
Come on, you're better at this stuff.
That's not the point. You need to be responsible for your own things.
I don't know what to bring for an overseas trip. You're used to this stuff, so you can do it quickly.
International travel isn't that different from domestic. Pack your own clothes.
But what about all the special things we might need?
Like what? It's not rocket science.
Should I bring a small bag for day trips?
Yes, obviously. We'll be walking around sightseeing.
What about medicine in case I get sick? And how many changes of clothes should I bring?
Don't worry so much. Worst case, we could buy anything we need there. Just come home and start packing.
But I want to make sure I do it right.
Then look up a packing list online. Stop making excuses.
You're being cold. Since you're experienced with travel, you could help out a little more.
I handled all the travel arrangements, didn't I? You can at least pack your own bags.
But you're so much better at organizing things.
That's because I actually try instead of relying on others. Why do we have to have a stupid fight the day before our trip?
You're the one getting angry for no reason.
Because you keep creating extra work for me. I'd rather travel alone at this point. Where are you anyway?
At my parents', visiting Mom.
What? Now? The night before we leave?
She called me over, said she needed help with her travel prep.
So you can't pack your own stuff, but you'll go help someone else? And then expect me to pack for you?
Mom needs the help. I don't mind helping her since it's her first time overseas.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Mom has a bad back. It's hard for her to handle the suitcase, and it would be mean not to help. Besides, I'm just following her instructions for packing, so it'll be quick.
Oh, so you can follow her packing instructions.
That's different. She knows what she wants to bring.
You're way too indulgent with your mother.
I'm not indulgent. I just can't refuse her.
This is exactly why I didn't want her on this trip. I get that you're scared of your mom, but stop using her as an excuse. Come home and pack your own stuff. Stop trying to make me do everything.
Fine, I'll be back soon. Just tell me one thing.
What?
Can I use my phone charger overseas?
Seriously? You haven't even looked this up?
I figured you'd know.
Well, we can't use them directly. The outlets and voltage are different.
Then how do I charge it?
I'm bringing an adapter, so don't worry about it.
What would I do without you?
Maybe try being independent for once?
Will we have internet there?
Yes, I'm renting a Wi-Fi router.
You think of everything.
Because I actually put an effort to plan?
I heard there were lots of pickpockets overseas. Should I not bring a backpack? What kind of bag should I bring?
Wasn't it just one thing you wanted to ask?
Well, one question leads to another.
Do some research yourself. You can find all this with a simple search.
But Mom keeps asking me these things, and since you know the answers, you might as well tell me.
Can you have one conversation without mentioning your mother?
She's just worried about traveling.
Give it a rest. You've done nothing to help with this trip. Stop giving me more work.
I'm just asking questions. Don't get so angry.
Then start taking some responsibility instead of relying on everyone else.
I'll try to pack when I get home.
At this point, I don't even care anymore. Hey, shouldn't you have landed in Spain by now? I've been trying to reach you for hours.
Yeah, we landed. Being on a plane for 9 hours sure is exhausting.
Then can you finally explain why you abandoned me at the airport and went to Spain without me?
I wasn't trying to abandon you.
But you took my ticket too. You were trying to prevent me from following, weren't you?
No, that was just a mistake.
A mistake? How is taking my ticket a mistake? I was sick and you just left me there.
We were running late.
Liar! You and your mom did something to me, didn't you?
What do you mean?
It's not possible to get that sick so suddenly. I was taking perfect care of my health before the trip, and I cannot believe you left me behind, by the way.
The flight was about to leave.
Stop making excuses.
Well, the airfare would have gone to waste.
The money is more important than your wife's health. You knew this would happen, didn't you? You deliberately made me sick. Tell me the truth.
I wanted you to stay in America.
What did you do to me? Answer me, Dylan.
That tea I gave you for the morning of the trip, Mom said it was super effective for constipation, so strong it would give normal people diarrhea.
What? You deliberately gave me that? You poisoned me?
It wasn't poison, just really strong laxative tea.
You planned this with your mother?
I had no choice. Mom said she wanted to travel, just the two of us.
So I was in the way and needed to be eliminated? On your mother's orders? I can't believe you would do this to me.
You wouldn't have enjoyed it anyway. Mom would have made you feel left out. It's better you stayed in America.
How dare you decide that for me? Don't act like this was for my benefit. This is horrible. Do you have any idea how I feel being left behind from a trip I was looking forward to?
I do feel bad about it.
You feel bad? That's all you have to say? I spent months planning this trip.
But I can't go against Mom.
I'm sick of hearing that line. You and your mom are both guilty.
Are you still at the airport?
Of course not. I've been having diarrhea for hours and I'm still in pain. I'm dizzy from dehydration too.
Sorry, maybe we gave you too much.
You think a simple apology fixes this? Do you realize how serious this is?
When we get back, I'll buy you anything you want. I'll bring lots of souvenirs too, so please stop being angry.
Are you making fun of me? As if that would make this okay? You can't buy your way out of this.
Well, we've already left, so there's no point arguing about it now. You can travel another time. This time, just let Mom have her way. She doesn't have many years left.
I'd already decided to let her come. We could have all gone together. We could have let her do her thing while we enjoyed our own time. I don't understand what you mean by letting her have it.
Look, you're just in the way. Mom can't enjoy herself with you around.
So that's what this is really about? Your mom is thousands of times more important than me. You just used me to arrange the trip with no intention of letting me go.
It's complicated.
No, it's very simple. You chose your mother over your wife.
Let's end this conversation. We're jet-lagged and tired. We need to take the train to the hotel now.
I'll never forgive you. Don't think you'll be able to enjoy this trip.
Please don't be like this.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Hey, Chelsea, what's going on? They're saying there's no hotel reservation. The tour's been canceled, too. Is this some kind of mistake? What should we do? This isn't funny. We're stranded here. Chelsea? Come on, I know you can see these messages. We're in serious trouble here. Hey, answer me!
Stop being so annoying.
What's this about cancellations? Didn't you make the reservations? We can't check into the hotel!
I canceled everything. All of it.
What? How? It must be the middle of the night in America!
That doesn't matter. I contacted them directly. Being a travel agent has its perks.
You're kidding, right?
Absolutely not. Every reservation, every booking, gone. You sure took your time getting from the airport. Did you make some stops?
We couldn't figure out the trains, and Mom was complaining about being tired. We had to stop at a cafe to rest. It took forever just to figure out how to order there.
Must be hard traveling without someone who knows what they're doing. Thanks for taking so long to get to the hotel. Gave me plenty of time to cancel everything before you arrived.
Is this your revenge?
Revenge? I'm just returning the favor.
I can't even negotiate with the hotel. I don't speak the language. What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, now you appreciate my skills? Guess you'll have to find your own hotel. Though everything's probably fully booked. Better hurry before your mom starts complaining about being tired again.
She's been complaining nonstop.
Is precious mommy not having the dream vacation she wanted? And here you thought it would be such a fun trip without me being a nuisance. All your mother does is complain, even though she never does anything herself. Your mom is the worst.
Please, seriously, help us.
Help you? Like you helped me at the airport?
We're in a foreign country. We don't have anywhere to stay and we don't speak Spanish.
Should have thought about that before poisoning your wife.
This is too harsh. I'll do anything. Just please help us.
There's nothing you can do for me. We're done anyway.
What do you mean, done?
I mean divorce. I'll have the papers ready, and I'll be moved out before you return.
What? Wait, move where?
To my parents' house for now. I called them right after you abandoned me. Dad came to pick me up at the airport. My parents are furious and said they're getting a lawyer ready, so prepare yourself.
Can't we talk about this?
Talk? Now you want to talk?
So you're at your parents' house now?
Yeah, in the morning I'll go with them to move my stuff out of our place. I have plenty of time before you return, so I can do it properly.
Why are you getting a lawyer involved?
To make you pay for my airfare, cancellation fees, and medical bills. I was incapacitated for hours because you made me drink that weird tea. This is basically assault.
It wasn't assault. We just wanted to travel alone.
Tell that to the lawyer.
Well, we're suffering too. I'm not used to travel, and now we have no place to stay. Might have to sleep outside. At least it's not cold.
The safety there is totally different from our hometown. Don't come crying to me if you get robbed, and robbery might not be the worst of it.
Robbed?
Getting scared? Good. The crime rate is way higher there. Sure, there are more dangerous countries, but still plenty risky there.
So sleeping outside is impossible?
Obviously, even walking alone at night is dangerous, let alone sleeping outside. You'll lose more than just your wallet and phone. You might even lose your life.
So sleeping outside won't work.
Hey, why don't you use your mom as a shield if robbers come? She's so scary, right? Maybe she'll scare them away.
That's impossible!
Oh, so your mom is actually useless after all. Well, you're just as useless yourself.
I understand why you're angry. This time we really went too far. I'm truly sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it anymore. Your apologies won't make me help you. Go sleep outside if you want. Honestly, I don't care what happens to either of you anymore.
Please don't say that. I'm begging you to help us.
You should have thought about needing my help before poisoning me. I'm not kind enough to help people like you. Enjoy your next 6 days together. Must be great making perfect memories with just you and your mom. My dad asked if I wanted to share what happened with our friends. Some people have been asking about our trip photos.
Please don't tell people about this.
Why not? Ashamed of what you did?
It will make Mom look bad.
She made herself look bad.
We found a small motel with a room. At least we didn't have to sleep on the street.
In case you're wondering, those bugs in your motel? Bed bugs. Hope you didn't bring any home in your luggage.
How do you know about the bugs?
Your sister told me. She said your mom's been calling her crying every day.
This isn't what we planned.
No, your plan was to drug me and abandon me. How's that working out for you?
The motel is horrible. We can barely sleep.
Karma's interesting, isn't it?
Mom got bitten really badly.
Guess she'll need to see a doctor when she gets back.
We've barely left the motel. We don't know where to go.
But you wanted to travel without the nuisance, remember? Having fun with just the two of you?
Can we talk about coming back home?
There is no coming back. The locks are changed. My lawyer will contact you about the rest.
Please, Chelsea, we can work this out.
Like how you worked out drugging me, or how you worked out abandoning me at the airport, or maybe like how you worked out using me to plan a trip I wasn't meant to go on?
I know I messed up.
Messed up doesn't begin to cover it. Don't contact me again except through my lawyer.
I never meant for things to end like this.
You should have thought of that before choosing your mother over your wife. Goodbye, Dylan. In the end, those idiots spent their first night at the airport. They managed to find a small rundown motel for the second day, but it was a terrible place. They spent their entire stay dealing with bed bugs and other bugs in their dirty inn. My mother-in-law apparently got bitten by some strange insect and had to see a dermatologist after returning to America. They had no idea where to go for sightseeing, and my mother-in-law was in a bad mood the whole time. Neither of them enjoyed a single day of their 6-day trip. On their return day, my father was waiting at the airport. When my husband arrived, my father nearly grabbed him by the collar and forced him to bow down in an apology right there in the airport lobby. My husband had to pay my medical bills. Since the tea incident was my mother-in-law's idea, we demanded she pay medical expenses too. When we threatened to involve lawyers, she offered up $20,000, which we accepted as settlement. Having lost her savings, my mother-in-law became even more parasitic, completely dependent on her son. Whether they both end up breaking down, or my husband finally abandons his mother and runs away, there's no bright future ahead for either of them. I moved back with my parents after the divorce. I still work at the same travel agency, but when I was living with Dylan, I had to work remotely because of the distance. Since I moved back home, I'm a lot closer to the agency, so I started working in office. One of my coworkers heard about my divorce and asked me out to dinner. I was curious and went on a date with him, and I think it went well. It turns out that he has family in Spain, so maybe if this relationship goes well, I can finally get my trip to Spain. I'm still really upset about what happened with Dylan, but I'm also looking forward to this new chapter of my life.
You've got some nerve going out there and buying a brand new house. Did you think that would make me jealous? Because all it did was piss me off.
Sorry, what? What is all of this about now? I am sure that I have no idea at all whatever it is that you are trying to text me about.
You really think that just because you got to marry my amazing brother and are living in the lap of luxury now that you can look down on everyone?
Julia, I am sorry, but I really have no idea what you're talking about right now at all. But I really don't want this to turn into a fight.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Did I hurt the little princess's feelings? I'm so sorry that I only married a commoner. I didn't mean to offend milady's honor.
Okay, this is just silly. I am not living some great Gatsby lifestyle or anything right now. All we've done is be smart about our money.
Oh yes, of course. If only I had been smarter with my money, then my life would be just like yours, wouldn't it?
I didn't say that. Everyone is allowed to live life however they want. This is just how Jerome and I have chose to live.
Well, I wish that you and my brother had never ever gotten married in the first place. Honestly, what in the world was he thinking getting with a woman like you? It just doesn't add up for me at all. I can't understand it.
Okay, I understand that you're upset. Maybe we should talk about this later when we're more calm, yeah?
Oh, right. I got it. How about I just give you my husband? That would work, right? You could just take him and then go away and I'll never have to deal with you again. That's a pretty good deal, right?
What? No, that's fine. What does that even mean? You want me to take your husband? Do you even realize how long that would take or how much effort would have to go into the divorces and marriages and all of that? Besides, I don't want to marry your husband anyways.
I mean that he might not have much in the way of money, and he doesn't look great either. But he's nice, and I can also tell you he's great in bed, too.
Wow. Yeah, I wanted to know none of that, to be honest. But maybe we should just stop this whole conversation before one of us says something we're going to regret.
Well, what else could I possibly give you to celebrate your moving into a new place with my big brother?
Your kind words and happiness have been more than enough, thank you. I mean, you've just given birth. You don't need to stress about us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You and Jerome have been married for 3 whole years near, but you still haven't had a kid, right? I feel bad for you, to be honest.
I appreciate your feelings, but we've talked about this and agreed that it just isn't the right time to have kids right now.
I see, but aren't you two getting sick of just living with the two of you? Don't you want more? I mean, surely you think it would be fair for you to ask for just a bit more, don't you think? This is your life, after all, and I think you should be living it to the fullest.
Not really at all. I think that the two of us have been really enjoying the married life and being with each other. I don't really think there is much more out of life that we want right now.
Oh, okay. I get what's going on here. This is all making sense now. I think I'm finally starting to understand just the kind of person that you are.
Sorry. What do you mean by that? What is making sense to you? I'm sorry, Julia, but I really can't keep up with you at all when you talk to me like this. I wish you were making as much sense to me as I am to you, apparently.
You two are just going to focus on your careers for now and get enough money to do what you want later, right?
I mean, we both want to advance in our careers, but I don't think it's been a main driver for buying the house or anything.
Well, do you mind if I ask just how big the place you bought is? Just if you happen to know the square footage or can give me any sort of idea of the kind of place that you're going to be moving into?
Sure. It's got 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, so I guess I would say it's a pretty big place. Maybe even just slightly larger than we would actually need if we wanted to live minimalistically or something like that.
Hold on a second. You two are living on your own, but you bought a house that big? Why would you go and do something like that?
Well, we did that because one day we are going to want kids, and when that day comes, we want to have enough space for everyone.
Oh, I see. But you can't even have kids, right? So what's even the point of worrying about all of that now then?
Well, we aren't having any right now, but you never know when we might decide that it's time to expand our family.
So you two are lonely just living by yourselves then? And when my brother is gone at work, you're at the house all alone, aren't you?
Julia, is there something that you want to talk to me about? I get the sense that you're not saying something.
Yeah, I have a great idea. How about I move in with you guys?
I was afraid that you were going to say something like that.
Just think about it. You would have someone that you could talk to and keep you company all day, and then we can all drink together at night. Don't you think that sounds so fun?
I really don't think it sounds that fun at all, to be honest.
But then you could learn how to raise a kid with my daughter. I mean, if you're going to want one of your own one day, you have to learn how to take care of it.
I understand that, but I think I'll just study on my own when the time gets near.
There is no better time to start learning than right now. You shouldn't put it off. I'll start packing my stuff right now.
No, do not do that. And please, just drop this subject entirely.
This is going to be so much fun. We are all going to be having a blast living together. Aren't you excited?
I am telling you no. We are not all going to be living together. I am giving you an answer, so please listen to me.
Francesca, I have something I need to ask you. Would you mind teaching me how to bake like you do? Those cupcakes you brought over last New Year's were just amazing. I have to know how you made them.
I am more than happy to teach you how to bake. But why are you talking about that all of a sudden?
Really? You will? Okay, awesome. I'm going to hold you to that.
Excuse me? But just what the heck do you think you're doing right now?
What are you talking about? What's the matter? I only went to you because you weren't telling me where you guys were moving to.
You just showed up at my place yesterday and then hit me in the back of the head.
Oh, come on. I barely even tapped you. Don't be so overdramatic.
You do know that I lost consciousness, right? Who knows what would have happened if Jerome didn't come home when he did?
Yeah, but you're still alive, aren't you? So, again, I'm not seeing what the big deal is here.
How could you do that to me and then just leave me lying there? What is the matter with you?
I just thought that you might be narcoleptic and fell asleep on the floor or something. I figured that was just your way of telling me to leave.
Did you not see that I was bleeding? There is no way that you thought I was just sleeping.
Oh, come on, don't tell me that you actually went to the hospital after all of that.
Of course I did. I had a concussion.
No, it wasn't that bad. You're just over-exaggerating. It was hardly even a little bump.
You do realize that you assaulted me, right? Like, what you did to me was a crime.
But I didn't even do anything. You're just blowing this all out of proportion.
You were holding something in your hand that you hit me with. I remember hearing some metallic sound when you came up behind me to attack me.
What do you think this is? You think that it was the lead pipe in the study? Get over yourself.
You literally assaulted me with a weapon and then fled the scene of your crime.
Okay, you need to stop this right now. I am not a criminal, and I don't appreciate being talked to like this.
Whatever, look, I am just going to have to take over this with Jerome before I do anything else.
Wait, no, don't go and do that. If you say anything to him, then he might say I'm not allowed to move it.
You were never allowed to move in. That was never a thing, and it certainly isn't going to be now.
Franny, please, I really, really, really want this. I'm begging you here.
You can beg all you want, but the answer is still and will always be no, okay?
But I already figured out where it is that you guys are going to be moving, so you might as well just accept it. This way, we can finally all be friends.
What do you mean you found out where we were going to be moving to? How did you do that?
Well, I saw that you had written the address on a scrap of paper that was in your wallet.
Hold on a second. You went through my wallet? Please tell me that you're not serious.
Well, the address is that new condo building, the Emerald Tower, right? Room 203?
Why do you...
Hey, I mean, I think that it's a really great place. It would have been better if you were up on a higher floor, but still.
Wait, no, hold on there. There has been some kind of misunderstanding.
It's way too late to try and hide anything from me now. Anyways, I am so looking forward to moving in with you. What the heck is your problem, Franny? Did you seriously call the cops on me?
Yeah, of course I did. Was it not obvious that was going to happen from our last talk?
Well, too bad for you. The cops let me go because there wasn't enough evidence against me.
You're kidding me. They just let you walk after that?
That's right. I told them about how you just fell by yourself, but that you hate me, and that's why you're trying to blame it on me now. It just took some eyelash batting, and they listened to me.
If only I could find whatever it was that you used to hit me in the back of the head. Then they would have proof.
Well, that isn't going to happen because there was no weapon. I already told you. Anyways, today is the big day that you guys are moving, right?
And just how did you know that, huh?
Well, that's because I went through your phone and looked at your schedule while you were passed out on the floor.
You did what? How dare you? You have serious issues.
I used your own finger to unlock your phone. Anyways, my bag should be arriving there soon, and don't worry, it's a lot.
You can't be serious, right?
I've already hired the movers, and they're bringing it to the condo now. Oh, and by the way, I call having the largest bedroom.
What are you talking about? Do you even know what you're saying?
I already told the movers to leave all my stuff in that one just in case, so don't bother arguing with me on that point.
And they didn't think that there was anything wrong with that?
Of course not. Besides, we're all roommates now. You really ought to treat me more equally.
You want to squat in our apartment and not pay a cent and call that equal?
It's mine! It's all mine! This huge condo is going to be amazing. You two really outdid yourselves buying that place. I know that Jerome paid for it, but you were cheering him on and keeping him going.
I really don't think you should be celebrating this.
But I'm just so excited. This is going to be amazing.
By the way, why did you keep saying you were moving to a condo?
Are you seriously trying to play dumb again? I already said that it isn't going to work. You were moving into a condo. We established this. Drop the act already.
We didn't buy a condo. Jerome and I bought a home.
Wait, what do you mean you bought a home?
As in a house. Like separate from other homes with a yard house.
What are you talking about? You didn't buy a house. You moved into that new condo building to live like young career-driven yuppies, right?
No. We didn't want to be kept all night with the sound of the city. Besides, we always talked about getting to raise our kid in a house.
But you wrote the address down. The paper said Emerald Towers.
Are you sure you didn't just misremember what it said?
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Well, that new building is called the Emerald Towers, but my note said Emerald Park.
What do you mean? That can't be right. You mean I misremembered it?
Emerald Park was the name of the apartment building I lived in when I was a student. But it does have a ring to it, right?
But why would you have something stupid like that tucked away in your wallet?
Well, while we were packing, I found it in some stuff and it just reminded me of fun days. So I decided to hold on to it for a while.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
So I think you must have swapped the words in your head thinking about the towers. But did you really send all your stuff there?
Of course I did. I know this is really, really bad. Give me your real new address.
Yeah, even your brother is telling me not to tell you.
Okay, fine then. I can just go and ask my mom where you two have run off to.
We haven't told either of your parents that we've moved yet.
Wait, you mean that you two were just going to move houses without telling anyone? What is the matter with you guys?
We heard about it from your husband, how you cheated on him. He told us about how he kicked you out of the house for that.
But I told him not to tell anyone about that. Why would he go and blab to you?
You don't have a place to live. That's why you've been so pushy about coming to live with us.
Well, it's true, and he told the affair to my parents too, and they told me never to come home. You were the only ones I could turn to after that.
We also heard all about your, eccentric spending habits. It seems you haven't paid your rent in months, and yet on that New Year's party, you were decked out in different designer brands.
So now I'm not allowed to dress up and look nice?
I also know that in your room you have even more fancy clothing, bags of it, and boxes of shoes too.
Leave me alone. That is none of your business.
But your husband told us that you only ever have boiled eggs and toast because you can't afford food.
What are you talking about? Have you seen the price of eggs lately?
That's besides the point.
It isn't fair. Why do I have to be the poor one, huh? How come you two get a huge house and I get nothing? I hate it.
You know, I still have a lot of the same belongings that I did from before I was married. I make sure to take care of them, but I use them.
Really? You mean you don't just make my brother buy you new things when you get bored?
Of course not. We would rather save up our money to go and do something fun together.
You're kidding me, right?
Excuse me? What the heck is that supposed to mean?
I mean that it's awful high and mighty of you to say that from up in your solid gold tower. How dare you talk down to me?
I'm sorry to ask this in the middle of this talk, but shouldn't you be calling the moving people about your things?
I just got a call from them, actually. They left a message saying they tried the intercom and that the person in that room said that they weren't expecting any shipments. What am I going to do?
Wow, so I guess it's really too late to stop them.
But where are they going to be sent back to? There is no way that my husband is going to take them.
To think that you made such a kind and patient man so upset.
I don't have anyone else who will take them.
But then he told us that for months it was boiled eggs and toast for breakfast, egg sandwiches for lunch, and then dinner toad in the hole.
I told you that lots of fancy people only eat eggs and toast, okay?
That isn't true. You were just lazy, weren't you? You didn't really care about what you were feeding your husband or yourself.
You don't know what you're saying. Eggs are as close to a near-perfect food as you can get.
You have a kid. You need to be thinking about your family's health more now. Honestly, you are just ridiculous.
Don't you tell me how I should be living my life.
Oh, and by the way, I found the pipe that you used to hit me with.
What? You did? But how?
That night, after you left my house, you threw it in the river on the way home, didn't you? But little did you know that your husband was busy following you because he suspected that you were cheating on him. He saw you throw something away in the river and went to go pick it up. He saved it just in case.
You have to be kidding me. This can't be happening.
And you made me bleed. I'm sure there is still enough DNA on the pipe you used to match it to me.
Please just stop it. I'm divorced. I don't have a place to live, and now you're going to have me arrested?
Oh no, I think there's still somewhere for you too.
You mean you'll let me use one of your rooms?
No. I'm talking about jail.
No, please, anything but that. Please not jail.
I'm actually still in the hospital. I had lost so much blood that I needed a large transfusion and have been here recovering ever since that night.
But I thought that you were in the middle of moving.
Well, thanks to you, Jerome is having to do all of it by himself since I can't help him like this.
But I thought you said that you just saw him earlier today.
I did. He came to bring me breakfast from the outside before he was going to start his day. I told him everything that I knew about the steel pipe and he handed it off to the police.
Well, then what am I supposed to do? This is really, really bad for me.
Do you really not care at all that you put me in the hospital? Do you have any idea the damage that you did? I am going to have scarring.
Who cares about that? I could be arrested. I'm a mother. You can't put me in jail. What about my baby?
Well, that's an easy one. Your husband is going to take care of her. I'm sure he'll do a better job of it than you.
Please, no, anything but this. Can't you just tell the cops it wasn't actually that bad?
You assaulted me, prevented me from moving into my new house, have put me in the hospital for the past few days, and you expect me to just let you walk?
But, I mean, we can talk this out, right?
I don't even know what you want me to respond to that with.
Please, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done what I did. Now, can you please lend me some money?
What the heck do you need from us for?
I have to run. I need to get out of here right now.
They're going to catch you. There is nowhere you can go.
Please, I can't even afford a bus ticket right now. You have to get me out of here.
As expected, the moving company had no place to deliver Julia's things with her now ex-husband refusing to take them. Following company policy, the movers placed her things in storage and began to charge fees to her bill with them. In the end, Julia ended up amassing $20,000 in storage fees. Julia herself was arrested for assaulting me on account of new evidence being found and was sentenced for the serious damages caused to me. After that, the rest of her family decided to stop talking to her, and she had no one she could turn to for help. Now, however, her husband is raising their daughter with lots of help from Julia's relatives. I also sued Julia for $50,000 for hitting me in the back of the head and putting me in the hospital. I am going to make her pay when she leaves jail. Thankfully, however, I was luckily left with no permanent scarring. Also, Jerome and I are having a baby who is expected to be born early next year. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Tim, do you have any idea what time it is? It's almost midnight. You usually message when you're working late. I tried calling your office line too. Please just answer me. I get worried when I don't hear from you. Did you at least eat dinner? The cafeteria closes at 8, right?
Oh, sorry, Lily, I was asleep.
Asleep? Where were you sleeping if not at home?
At the office. Pretty messed up that nobody woke me up.
Nobody's there this late. Were you the only one working?
Yeah, I had to finish some reports. Deadline tomorrow.
Oh, you'll catch a cold sleeping at the office. The heating turns off after hours. Want me to come pick you up? Or I can call a taxi.
Nah, don't worry about it. I think I'll just get a hotel room nearby.
What? Why a hotel? We have a perfectly good bed at home.
Well, I missed the last bus home, and if I'm gonna pay for a taxi, I might as well just get a budget hotel room. I wouldn't waste sleeping time commuting either.
The last bus was at 11. Were you already asleep then? You could have set an alarm.
I just fell asleep at my desk. It wasn't on purpose.
You've been staying out overnight a lot lately. This is the 3rd time this week. Is everything okay at work?
Can't help it. It's a busy time at work right now.
You said that last month too. Is there a big project?
Several, actually. End of quarter stuff.
But I ran into Mike Stevens' wife the other day, and she said they're going on a family trip this weekend. Seems like he makes it home every night too.
Don't compare him to me. Stevens is off the promotion track, to be honest. He just coasts by doing the bare minimum.
That's not what I heard from his wife. She said he got excellent reviews last quarter. He always seemed dedicated.
He's just good at looking busy. But hey, you wouldn't understand since you barely work sitting at home all day.
What's that supposed to mean? I've been working since 7 a.m. today.
Working from home? Don't even try to compare that to what I do. Come talk to me when you're actually breaking a sweat working like I am.
I meet all my deadlines. My clients are happy. Just because I work from home doesn't mean it's not real work. I know going to the office every day is tough, but that's no reason to talk down about my job.
Looking at a computer screen isn't real work. Try dealing with office politics. Try having actual co-workers to manage.
I deal with clients every day. I still work and I still earn money.
Yeah, whatever. I was wrong. I'm gonna find the hotel and go to sleep.
You always do this. Belittle my work, then end the conversation? Wait, you're coming home tomorrow, right? I actually ordered those oysters you love. I was thinking we could make that oyster stew you like.
Oh, nice thinking. That sounds good. When did you order them? The good ones from the fish market?
Got them fresh this morning. Had to wait in line for an hour. So you'll come home tomorrow then?
Yeah, if there's oyster stew waiting, I'll definitely come home early.
That's great. I'll have everything ready. Early means before 7, right? The oysters need to be cooked fresh.
Don't start cooking until I message. I might have a meeting run late.
Oh, okay.
Cool, thanks. Heading to the hotel now. Good night.
Which hotel? Just in case I need to reach you. Tim? Tim, you said you'd come home early today. It's past 9 p.m. The office closed an hour ago. Are you working late again?
Sorry, I haven't finished work.
You couldn't message earlier? I've been waiting. I told you that we needed to talk.
Fine, talk now then. Go ahead.
This isn't something for text. We haven't had dinner together in weeks. This is something I want to discuss face to face.
Just cut to the chase. I'm busy. Keep it brief.
You're always busy lately, even on weekends. We can't even have a real conversation anymore, can we?
What's this about? If you're just gonna complain, I don't want to hear it. Are you gonna say something or not?
You want me to say it here? Over text? Fine, I'll say it. About Karen.
Huh?
That name means something to you, doesn't it?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. There are lots of Karens. Who are you talking about?
You don't need to hide it anymore. I know everything. I know about your affair with Karen, your coworker.
What the hell? Are you seriously suspecting me of cheating just because I'm not home? Stop with these paranoid delusions. You're scaring me.
Paranoid? Should I list the dates? The hotels? I'm not suspecting anything. I know what's happening. I've had you investigated for the past month.
Investigated? What are you talking about?
I hired a private investigator.
What the hell? Why would you do that? Have you lost your mind? Are you stalking me now?
Why? Because your behavior has been obviously strange these past few months. Even during busy periods before, you never stayed out overnight. But lately you're constantly not coming home. Did you think I wouldn't get suspicious? Did you think saying it's work would cover everything? The late nights, the missed calls, the sudden hotel stays?
I can't believe you'd violate my privacy like this. You're actually terrifying. This is insane. You need help.
The person having an affair is the one who's wrong. This is your fault, Tim. I knew something was off, but it took me until a month ago to finally get the courage to investigate.
A month ago? What happened then? What made you so suspicious?
The night I got those oysters for you, when you promised you'd come home early.
Oh, right, when work got in the way. I told you I was busy.
Whether it was really work or not, I really needed you home that night. It was our wedding anniversary.
Oh, my bad. Completely forgot. Not like it's that important.
Not important? 3 years of marriage isn't important? It makes sense you'd forget, though. You don't care about me at all anymore.
Don't make such a big deal about an anniversary. It's just another day. People only care about that stuff on TV.
What? Just another day?
This is why you're such a pain.
I'm the one who's wrong? For wanting to celebrate our marriage?
Yeah, you are. I'm having an affair because you've lost your appeal as a wife. Always nagging, getting older and more unattractive. Karen is young, sweet, and super cute. She doesn't track my every move or hire investigators.
So you're just going to be shameless about cheating? Not even trying to deny it anymore?
Well, I'm happy now. Got myself a young, cute girlfriend. Why wouldn't I be? At least she trusts me, unlike some people.
Do you even realize you're married? Do you understand how terrible what you're doing is? How long has this been going on? Was anything you said to me true?
We don't have kids, so all that's left is to get divorced. Simple.
So you want a divorce? Just like that?
Yeah, I don't need you anymore, and I can't stay married to someone who hires private investigators. You probably secretly check my phone too, right? Makes me want to come home even less. You brought this on yourself, being so controlling.
So this isn't just a temporary lapse in judgment? You've actually thought this through.
Karen is way better than you anyway. She understands me, doesn't suffocate me.
I see. At least you're not trying to make excuses. You've made yourself very clear.
So divorce it is then. Glad we agree on something.
Fine, but you'll be paying compensation. Make sure to tell Karen too. She's from your company, so she knew you were married when she got involved. The law is clear about this.
What? You're the one who's at fault. I only found someone else because you're such a failure as a wife. Why should I pay compensation when this is your fault? You drove me to this.
Under the law, the cheating spouse is the one who pays compensation. It doesn't matter what excuses you make. The facts are clear.
God, you're insufferable. So this was about money all along. You probably wanted me to have an affair just to get compensation. You planned this whole thing, set me up from the start.
What are you even saying? I kept trying to make things work even after I knew about the affair. I kept hoping your feelings might come back. That's why I kept trying. I cooked your favorite meals. I waited up for you. I believed your lies about work.
Whatever. If this is gonna be long, forget it. I'm moving out tomorrow, so get the divorce papers ready. I'll send someone for my things.
Just leaving like that? Without discussing anything? When are you going to actually discuss things with me? You just left the house and now you won't even respond. If this continues, I'll have to go to your workplace. It's been a week, Tim. We need to handle this properly.
Can't you shut up and wait for a bit? If I'm not responding, it means I'm busy. I have my own circumstances here.
Circumstances? That's not my problem. We need to discuss the compensation and division of assets. And what about all the things you bought in the furniture? Are you just going to leave it all here? The lease is in both of our names. The utilities too.
Throw everything in the house away. I don't need any of it. Keep it all if you want.
What? I have to clean it up? Even throwing things away costs money. If you're leaving it to me, I'll need compensation for that too. You can't just abandon everything.
Money, money, money. You're so greedy. Always about the money with you.
You're the one who won't discuss things properly. This is all necessary for divorce. These are legal requirements.
Then I should get paid too, since you want to talk about money.
I don't think I owe you anything. You're the one who needs to pay compensation, remember? How many times do I have to say it? You're the one who cheated.
You do have money to pay. Living expenses. All that money I wasted on you.
Living expenses? What are you talking about?
If you want a fair compensation, pay back all the living expenses. I want back every penny I spent supporting you. Every single bill I paid, every dinner I bought, every vacation we took.
What? You can't be serious.
I mean all the money I spent supporting you during our marriage. You'll pay back everything. Rent, food, utilities, everything else I wasted on you. If you're asking for compensation, we're settling all accounts. Fair is fair. You want my money? I want mine back too.
Settle all accounts. Really? You mean it? You want a full accounting? Perfect.
Huh? Why are you happy? What's with that reaction?
Because you'll settle all our living expenses, right? Then you'll pay the compensation and agree to divorce too? Let's do the math then. Every single expense.
Well, yeah, but you seem too eager about this.
Then I have no complaints. I'll prepare the living expense calculations right away. I've kept all our records, every receipt.
You're being surprisingly agreeable. Did you want the divorce that badly? You really are heartless till the end. You were acting all hurt before, but you just want it out.
Tim, isn't divorce what you wanted? Were you hoping I'd beg you to stay? You're the one who said you were happy with Karen.
That's not exactly it, but you're twisting things.
Then this works out great, right? Once we finish calculating living expenses, we can handle the compensation claim too. Please actually show up for the discussion this time. If you keep avoiding it or ignoring me, I really will contact your workplace. I mean it about going to your office. This needs to be settled.
I'm not running or hiding, and you're just proving I made the right choice leaving you. Being married to you is a waste of my life. You'll see how much you owe me. Just wait for the numbers. Hey, Lily, what the hell is this? I just got your bill for living expenses and compensation. There must be some mistake. These numbers can't be right. Did you make this up?
Oh, you received it. I had my accountant review everything. Every transaction is documented.
What's this about? Why would I need to pay you almost $80,000, including compensation? This is insane! You're trying to rob me!
Well, you said to settle the living expenses, didn't you? You wanted to see the numbers. There they all are.
You're the one who should be paying me. I supported you. I paid for everything. What's with these numbers? Can't you even do basic math?
Hey, we've been married 3 years. Think about it. Your take-home pay was $2,100 a month, right? Should I break it down for you?
Yeah, so that proves I supported you.
Yet you spent almost $1,000 monthly on yourself. You only gave me half of what you earned, remember? Your gym membership, your golf club dues, those expensive lunches.
Right, I gave you $1,000 monthly, so that's $12,000 a year. Over 3 years, I spent $36,000 on you. That's what you owe me.
Our rent is $700 a month. Between utilities, internet, insurance, groceries, and everything else, how much do you think I paid monthly? And that car you bought last year? Who do you think paid for that? Let's talk about that car. $24,000 from our joint account.
That was from our joint savings. Our money. We both contributed.
What? Why are joint savings suddenly ours when everything else is separate? That savings was mostly from my salary. I can show you the deposits, month by month.
That's impossible. I earned more than you. You're lying.
I brought home over $3,000 monthly, and I only spent about $200 on personal expenses. Meanwhile, you were burning through money like crazy. So no, I wasn't supported by you. If anything, it's the other way around. Want to see my tax returns? Bank statements?
You were making over $3,000 a month? Since when? Why didn't you tell me?
Of course, had to. With a husband spending $1,000 monthly on himself, no matter how many times I asked, you wouldn't fix your spending habits. It was easier for me to just earn more. Remember all those times I asked about budgeting? You said I was nagging, called me a penny pincher.
But you work from home. It's just computer work.
Yes, I do. So what? I might not be breaking a sweat like you said, but I worked hard to build my income. Sometimes I even cut back on sleep. Meanwhile, you just wasted money and ended up cheating. You really are worthless. Maybe think about your own situation before talking down to me. I built my client base and expanded my business while you were golfing with your coworkers.
I had no idea you earned that much. Why didn't you ever say anything?
Whatever, just pay what you owe. I did the calculations properly. Everything's documented.
$80,000? Plus you're asking Karen for $20,000? That's $100,000 total. Isn't that excessive? There's no way this is right. You're trying to punish me.
You're the one who said to settle living expenses, right? I just did what you asked. Every expense, every bill, every payment.
Sorry. Let's forget about the living expenses. That was a mistake.
What? Now you want to back out?
There's no law about paying back living expenses. I won't accept this. You can't make me pay that.
You brought it up, but now that you have to pay, it's suddenly off the table? How convenient.
Look, I was wrong before. I spoke without thinking. Let's talk about this.
Wrong? You're just being selfish to the end. Which is it? You wanted to settle accounts, so let's settle them.
You know, Lily, you're really amazing. I had no idea you earned more than me. We should talk about this in person. Over dinner, maybe?
No, thanks. Just pay the fair compensation, then $30,000 should be manageable with a loan. That's all I'm asking for now.
Lily, I've been thinking about you differently now. You're actually really capable.
What? What are you playing at?
Actually, Karen has no savings at all. She's telling me I need to pay her compensation too. She's totally useless. Just wants my money, not like you.
Excuse me? Are you serious right now?
So I want to come back home. Let's cancel the divorce. We can start fresh. I see things differently now.
Are you serious right now? After everything you said.
Dead serious. I haven't been seeing Karen these past few days anyway. I was just acting tough because I felt like I couldn't back down. I'm sorry, Lily. I'll change and be a better husband from now on. We can budget together. Please give me another chance.
You think I'd cancel the divorce over that? How little do you think of me? I don't want to be with you anymore. I supported you all this time, then you cheated and said being with me was pointless. You called me unattractive, said I was a failure as a wife.
That wasn't how I really felt. I was just angry. Please, Lily.
Gross. You're disgusting.
What? Don't say that.
I said you're gross. Your thinking is disgusting. Why would I want to try again with a money-wasting cheater? I finally found the strength to end this and settle accounts. Now you only want me for my money, just like you wanted Karen for her looks. You haven't changed at all.
But you were trying so hard to keep me before. All those messages, the oyster stew. Remember our first date, how happy we were?
I don't want to anymore. Unlike you, I don't flip-flop on my decisions, and this wasn't something I decided lightly. Just sign the divorce papers. I was trying to save our marriage, but you killed it. You destroyed any chance of me ever getting back with you. Those memories mean nothing now.
Lily, please, I'm really sorry. I promise I'll never waste money or cheat again. We can start over. I'll treat you better. I'll appreciate you more. I'll quit golf and cancel my gym membership, whatever you want.
You're the most unreliable person I've ever met. Choosing divorce was definitely the right call. Your promises are worthless, just like your wedding vows.
Don't say that. 3 years weren't a waste. I can change. Give me one more chance. I'll prove it to you.
Stop messaging me. Talk to my lawyer.
What about our future? Everything we planned. The house we wanted to buy.
There is no our future. Not anymore.
I'll do anything. Please, just one more chance.
You had 3 years of chances. You wasted all of them.
I was stupid. I see that now.
I'm glad you finally understand. Once this is over, I'm blocking all your contacts. Being married to you really was a waste of my life. After that, when my lawyer warned him that we'd contact his workplace if he didn't cooperate with the divorce and compensation, he finally showed up for discussions. He tried bringing me flowers to the first meeting and kept talking about second chances. Though he apologized repeatedly, I had zero intention of forgiving him. Each apology just reminded me of his cruelty. Once he realized I absolutely wouldn't back down, he signed the divorce papers during our third meeting. He kept crying every time we met, which was just annoying. I felt nothing but relief. The tears seemed as fake as his promises. As for Karen, she couldn't pay the compensation herself and had her parents pay it. They were shocked to learn that she was with a married man. I heard that her parents are now suing Tim for hurting their daughter. They're both just wasting time with pointless drama. Since deciding on divorce, my mind has been completely clear. No more anxiety checking my phone. No more lonely dinners waiting for him. I was wrong to think that marriage meant we couldn't separate easily, or that if I just supported him and tried harder, things would work out. I blamed myself for so long. I tried to be the perfect wife. Now that I'm free from that cursed thinking, I truly feel happy from the bottom of my heart. My business is growing. I'm sleeping better. Going forward, I'll be more honest with my feelings. And if I'm blessed with another relationship, I hope to find someone who truly believes in supporting each other equally. Someone who values partnership. Someone who understands real love isn't about money or looks. But for now, I'm happy being on my own.
Hey there, Harriet. Are you there? It's been a while since you and I last talked, right? I just wanted to make sure that you knew that we finished moving into our new place today. We're actually going to be living really close to you now, so we hope that we get to see you around more often now that we're going to be neighbors.
Oh, hey, Tiffany. It really has been a while since you and I last spoke, right? I didn't know that you were actually moving, but congrats on finishing it all up today, especially with your little kids. That must have been quite the hassle for you, right?
Oh, you really just have no idea at all how crazy it was with having to move with a little rugrat running around. After all, my kid is only 2 and they just can't stand being away from me for a second. But thankfully, I was able to ask my parents for help watching their grandchild during the move, and I just know that that really helped things go be quicker.
Oh, I see. Well, if you need any help with anything, it sounds like we won't be too far away. Actually, I just asked where your new place was, and I guess it seems to me like we're only 30 minutes away.
Well, if you could come over and help out now and then, that would really be a huge help. I just know that you do a great job looking after my little one. And the thing is that I just can't get any work done at all when I'm having to watch over them.
Well, it's no problem at all. I'm happy to take them off of your hands for a while if you need me to.
Oh, are you really sure about that? You're off work today, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be off work today and tomorrow, so I could go and pick your kid up tomorrow if you want.
That would actually be a really, really huge help. You just have no idea, and I know that my brother would really appreciate it as well.
Yeah, it just sucks that he is having to live away from you since his company is having him work from a different city. I am sorry that your brother isn't doing more to be there for you, though. He really should be.
Well, yes, it would have been really nice for my husband to come out and see the new place where his family is going to be living, but I guess work is work.
I mean, I guess so. But hasn't he been living away from you on his assignment for the past 2 years now? I mean, I would have just thought that his company would have realized it's long enough and sent him back.
Well, we can certainly hope that one day his company chooses to be reasonable, but, well, I just hope that this is going to be good for my husband's career in the end.
I guess, but... Well, anyways, I just think it's great how you're handling all of this. But didn't your husband get sent to go do some work at his company's headquarters?
Yeah, that's right. He's already gotten a nice raise with all of the work they have him doing. Actually, that was how we were able to afford the place that we moved into.
Oh, really? I had no idea about that, actually. But I guess a nice salary is really important when it comes to raising kids, right?
Well, actually, there is something that I wanted to talk to you about all of that. So maybe we can have that conversation when you have some time?
Yeah, of course. I'm always happy to help out however I can. Maybe when things settle down, you and I can go out for lunch or something like that.
Oh, yes, that would be just perfect, actually. After all, I don't really know the area all that well, so I would love for you to be able to show me around a little bit.
Yeah, of course. I would be happy to give you a little tour of the area and show you some good spots.
Well, actually, since you mentioned that, I was looking around for preschools to bring my kid into, and, well, so many of them only allow admissions for a brief window of time. And since I'm a stay-at-home mom, it can be a little difficult for me to meet all their deadlines and stuff. It was easier when I was able to call on my parents, but now they're far away. So I just don't have a place where I can put my kid at all for when I'm going to be out of the house. Do you think that I could call on you to watch them when I really, really need help?
Yeah, I think that should be fine with me as long as it's not a time when I have work to do. I really can't imagine all the things you have to keep track of now that you have a kid. But we're family, so of course I want to be there for you if I can.
You really are just so sweet. Do you know that? I am just so lucky to have a sister-in-law like you. Also, I wanted to ask you, are you thinking of having kids anytime soon?
Oh, well, you know that we were trying some treatments to get pregnant, but they were taking too long to work, and so your brother Eric and I just finally gave up on it.
Oh, I see. Well, I didn't know that you had given up on it, but I guess it really is fine if you can't have kids anyway, you know. As long as you and my brother are happy, that's really all that matters, wouldn't you say?
Well, yes, we are in love with each other, So I am happy that we have a good relationship there at least. But of course it's difficult since Eric is also working away from home. But at least we call every day.
You mean you two actually call each other on the phone every day? Wow, I have to say that is really something. Sounds to me like you two still have some really strong feelings for each other. So I guess it must be really tough for you to be at home all by yourself all the time, right? Especially as a woman. I don't know how you do it.
Well, yes, it can be tough at times. But we have home security and we live in a pretty safe neighborhood. We even have some security cameras set up around our house, so I never feel too unsafe.
Oh, I see. Well, it sounds to me like you've really got this all covered then. I should have talked to you about home security before I moved out here.
Well, since we're going to be seeing more of each other pretty soon here, I would be happy to introduce you to some contractors I know.
That would also just be so nice of you. And anyways, I just know that my kid is looking forward so much to living closer to their aunt. Hey, Harriet, are you there? I was just curious if you wouldn't mind if I drop off my kid with you again tomorrow. I was going to go and watch a movie with a friend and need someone to watch them.
Wait a second. You want me to watch your kid again tomorrow? I'm sorry, but don't you think you're asking me just a bit too often?
But I know that you work from home all day, right? So I don't really see why I shouldn't be able to leave my kid with you. Come on, please.
Look, I know that I work from home, but that doesn't mean that there isn't stuff that I have to get done. And if I have your kid around, I just know that I'm not going to be able to get any work done.
But, Harriet, you said to me that you wanted to help me in any way that you could, remember? And all I'm asking you to do is to keep an eye on my kid for a few hours. I really don't understand why you're going back on your word like this. Don't you think that's just a little terrible of you?
Tiffany, come on. Just how many times have I watched your kid already? You know that I'm not a daycare center, right? I have a lot of work that I need to get done that I haven't been able to because of how often I've been babysitting.
Well, look, either way, I'm asking you to watch my kid again for me tomorrow, okay? I already bought the movie tickets, and I already told my friend that I was going to go, so I don't plan on changing my plans at this point.
Are you serious? You're really going to do this to me again?
Look, I promised to be back by the evening. It isn't even going to take that long, okay? So please, can you just do this for me? I don't understand what the big deal is.
Okay, fine. But just know that I'm really not happy at all about how often you've been asking me to watch over your kid. Especially when you just announced the day before that I'm going to watch them, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I don't really know what to say to that. I mean, it's not like I didn't give you any heads up at all about it. What is it about me asking you to watch my kid that gets you so upset? You used to babysit for me all the time without complaining at all, so I just don't understand what has changed between now and then.
Well, the first time it was because you told me you were going to a friend's wedding and couldn't find anyone to babysit for you. That was a good reason, and I don't mind doing it then. But it just seems to me like you come asking me for help every time you need to run a simple errand. And I am telling you that it is starting to interfere with my job, and you just don't seem to care at all. That's why I'm trying to tell you that I'm really not happy with how often you've been asking me to do this for you.
Oh, come on. You have no idea how hard it is to make time for yourself once you have a kid. Besides, you and I are sisters-in-law. Don't you want to be on good terms with me? You know that I would never, ever leave you without help like you're trying to do to me right now, right? And besides, all I want to do is just have a fun evening out with a dear friend of mine. It's not like you have anything better to do while you're working from home.
I don't know what you think I do for a living, but I do have work and I am behind on it because of you.
Okay, I got it. I finally understand. The fact of the matter is that you don't like my daughter at all. Well, I guess I'll tell her that her aunt doesn't love her.
But that isn't fair. I didn't say anything like that at all, and I think you know that that's not the case.
Well, I just don't know how else I'll be able to explain to my daughter why it is that you refuse to take care of her even after I asked. Oh, Harriet, do you mind if I leave my kid with you again? I have something really, really important that I just have to take care of today.
And just what is it that is so important you need me to watch your kid for you again?
Well, I am going to be taking a little trip abroad. Well, I guess it's not technically abroad, but I'm going to Guam.
Wait a second. You mean you're going to be taking a vacation to Guam and you're not going to be taking your own daughter?
Well, come on, she's only 2 years old. It's not like she would ever remember a trip like that anyways. Besides, I'm going with a friend and I don't want to be slowed down by having to take my little kid with me.
But I don't get it. If you're going to be leaving the continental US, then why don't you just get your daughter a plane ticket so that she can go and be with her dad?
Oh, come on. You know how busy my husband is with his work. How do you expect him to get anything done without a daughter running around all the time? And besides, he still has to go into an office, unlike you. Besides, he lives way too far away, and we are practically neighbors compared to how far away he is. So I don't really see why you're always making such a big deal over watching over a little 2-year-old girl.
Well, because I have told you over and over again that I have things to do. I can't just drop everything for you when you want me to.
Oh, come on. You'll hardly even know that she was there in the first place. Besides, I'm only going to be away for about a week. Surely you can handle that.
Hold on a second. You're going to be away from a whole week? There's just no way that I'm going to be able to make that work.
Come on, Harriet. You're the only person that I can go to for help with this right now. You have to do this for me.
I am telling you that this is just not going to work. It's simply impossible. There is no way that I can just take a week off of work so suddenly like this. Do you have any idea how that would affect my life while you're gone on your trip?
Oh, come on. I don't get why you always have to insist that your work is so important. If it's a job you can do from home, then you're probably just playing around most of the day anyways. Look, I have tried to be kind and patient with you about this, but I think maybe I should just speak honestly with you. The fact of the matter is that I know my brother makes more than enough money for the two of you to live comfortably. So not only do you not need to work, but by putting your job before me asking you to do this favor, you are literally insulting your husband's family. Now, I get that your job might give you some more pocket money or whatever, but the fact of the matter is that I am looking for someone to look after my child, and I think that that is a much higher priority than making sure you have some shopping money.
Tiffany, is all of this really how you think of me and what I do all day?
Oh, come on, let's be honest with each other. We both know that you can't have a kid and you have a job that you can do from home. Are you really going to try and tell me that you think you have more responsibilities than me? Now, my brother has been nice enough to share his wealth and home with you, but I think that you really need to realize the position that you're in and give me a hand with my kid.
But look, I just don't see why you always have to come from me to help with these sort of things. Don't you have other people you can go to for help?
I am coming to you for help with this because if I didn't, then I would have to go out and find a sitter and pay them for the whole time they were watching my kid. Look, the fact is that you don't have any children, so you don't know what it's like for me.
Well, I just don't really understand what that has to do with anything at all of what we've been talking about up until now. But it isn't going to make me change my mind. I honestly don't even understand why you would bring something like that up in the first place when you know how I feel about the matter. So anyways, you are just going to have to find someone else to watch your kid, and that is that. Do you understand me? In fact, after this, I don't think I can ever watch your kid for you again.
What? You can't be serious. How dare you try and do this to me? Don't you have any idea who you're messing with right now?
Tiffany, I would really appreciate it if you could stop messaging me entirely and just stay away from me. You've made it clear that you don't respect me and just use me for your personal gain.
Oh, Harriet, I'm finally back from my trip.
Wow. I just can't believe that you actually went to Guam.
Well, of course I was going to go. I told you that I was, after all. But thank you so much for watching my kid for the past week. You helped me make the best trip ever.
Sorry? What are you talking about? I didn't watch your kid, and haven't since the very last time.
Wait, what? But I left my kid at your house.
I don't really know what you're talking about at all. You left your daughter at my house?
Yeah, of course I did. I left her at your house about a week ago. I did it right before I was going to the airport. I just dropped her off on your doorstep.
Hold on a second. I wasn't at home a week ago. I was actually out of town going to visit Eric. I went back home the next day or so, but your daughter wasn't there by the time that I got back.
But then, wait, what? Where in the world is my daughter?
I am telling you that I have no idea at all where she is. But why in the world would you just drop off a 2-year-old and leave her all alone?
Well, I told her to wait right there at your house until you noticed she was there. I told her to wait.
You just dropped your daughter off and told her to wait? You know that she isn't a dog, right? Besides, she is 2 years old. Just how long do you think someone her age is going to sit in one spot? She probably got bored after a few hours and went off to go look for someone who could help her. I just hope nothing happened to her or she wasn't in any kind of accident or anything like that.
Wait a second. You haven't heard of any little kid getting injured in your neighborhood or something like that, haven't you?
No, I guess I haven't. But either way, I really think that you should be contacting the cops about this.
Wait, no, you can't do that. If the cops get involved, then my husband is going to find out. I told him that I was leaving our daughter with some relatives. Do you have any idea just how pissed off he is going to be with me if he finds out the truth?
Well, it sounds to me like you should make sure that you had someone to leave your daughter with. But anyways, better to let the police know about this right now rather than to wait. I mean, they might still be able to put out some kind of alert for a missing person.
No. Whatever you do, you can't do that.
I really just don't know how else I'm supposed to deal with you. What made you think any of this would be okay? Either way, if you don't want me to call the cops, then you have to go and tell your husband about this. And your parents as well. You can't just keep this a secret.
Please, just make it stop. I don't know what my parents have to do with this at all. Why should they even have to know?
Because your kid is missing. Your whole family should be informed of this. Are you really just going to try and keep it a secret from them? How long do you think you'll be able to keep that up? The answer, it turned out, was not for very long. Of course, one reason for that was because Tiffany's husband had known the truth this whole time. Thankfully, their daughter was clever enough to find a policeman and explain that her mom had gone away, and she was waiting for her aunt. I got a call from the police while visiting my husband and immediately called Tiffany's husband to explain the situation. We called a nearby relative to drive his daughter to the airport and get her on a plane to be with her dad. Tiffany's husband told the cops he would handle the situation once Tiffany got back from her trip. In the meantime, he arranged the divorce papers and made sure that he would get custody before she returned. He thanked me for all my help in watching his daughter and apologized for the way Tiffany abused my kindness. I told him it was no problem and that I was just glad their daughter was all right. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.